Well, this is a tiny meeting, which has been great. The last time we did this, it was like 50 people and I couldn't get it organized and there was interruptions, and this has been great, really beautiful. I feel like I'm actually meeting people and getting to hear from them. So it's great. I don't know if there's anyone left who wants to speak. I see you, Burma. Do you want to speak?
Yes, I do, actually.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I lucked out and serendipitously this day turned into being able to be with everyone. I loved what you said and for the last question. And I don't know why I take notes, I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm absorbing deep in a deeper way, but that's just a thought. I don't know.
Well, no, I think there's good scientific evidence for that.
Oh, great.
Yes.
That makes me feel even better. Recently, in the last year, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I'm 77 years old, and I think about death a lot. It just is because my body is breaking down visibly, and I know it. And it's just one of those things. And so even though I may look like smiley and happy, inside sometimes I'm really terrified, and it's very hard. It's a hard diagnosis to receive. And I have to rely on my husband. So now he's becoming more a caregiver in certain ways because of things that I can't do. And so anyway, I just love this whole interaction with everyone who showed up. And I really, really appreciate you, Robert, because I don't know whether you realize this or not, but you model aging for me so well. And I appreciate your candor in sharing your challenges as you age and how hard it can be sometimes, and yet you still have this beauty and presence that transcends those aspects, and it means a lot to me. And some people drink alcohol for consolation, but I go to you. I know this sounds, but I go to you and your books and I don't do Facebook, but for some reason I can watch your Facebook videos. I'm allowed to do that somehow. So I skirt around it, but yeah. And this small group today is really lovely. It's like the old days, way back when you first started doing these meetings. But yeah, it's just, you're a gift. I appreciate you so much. I really just wanted to share that with you. It's very much.
It's very kind of you to say that, Burma. Thank you so much. And I'm really sorry about the Parkinson's. That's a nasty diagnosis.
Yeah, it hit hard.
It's life-changing.
Yeah, it definitely hit really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a friend right here in Todos Santos who's also ill that way. So, we talk about it sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's just one moment at a time, one foot in front of another.
Yeah, literally.
It's really difficult, and I'm sorry. And I understand what you said about changing a relationship with your significant other.
Yeah, it's hard to, I mean, there are no simple solutions. The thing that brings me the biggest relief is to just rest in not knowing and not having any answers. That somehow comforts me. It sounds counterintuitive, but to not have any answers is such a restful state for me.
Well, it doesn't seem counterintuitive to me. It's okay to die. We all have to.
I know.
And when we're not trying to get out of it, even though the way that it occurs might be not the one we would have chosen if we'd been given that choice,
Right.
but the same kind of thing has to happen to everyone one way or another. We all die. And
Right.
so it's good to make peace with that if we can.